What a week in the Beach Cities real estate market. A $6.15 million home just sold in under a week in San Clemente. Inventory dropped for the first time this year. Demand surged to the year's high, even though interest rates are also at the year's high. This market just got very interesting. Let's jump in. The high sale this week is 1708 Calle de los Alamos in San Clemente. This is a Spanish estate-style home just steps away from the beach with great ocean views that sold in just 6 days for $6.15 million. Let's jump into the crazy numbers that matter here in the beach cities. Again, we've defined the beach cities as Dana Point, San Clemente, San Juan Capistrano, and Laguna Niguel. And this week shocked me, quite honestly. Even though we have high interest rates, which we'll talk about here in a minute, our inventory fell from 369 homes down to 350 active listings across the entire beach cities market. Just like this summer weather we're having in March, it's not typical for our inventory to drop in March. Usually it climbs until July or August. So hopefully we haven't seen our peak this year. Demand represented by in-escrow properties grew from 174 last week to 194 properties that are currently pending under contract right now. How does this compare to last year? This exact week last year, we had 439 active listings on the market instead of 350. We had 175 homes in escrow versus today's 192. So we have more buyers with less homes to choose from, making this a very competitive market. Of course, one factor that could change all of this is the mortgage and economy at large. Let's talk a little bit about what's happening. Last week's Fed meeting was a boring one, which was slightly hawkish as we expected, with much of the Fed being more concerned about potential inflation coming from the Iranian war conflict than about housing affordability. So just this week, for the first time in a couple years, we're starting to hear rumors of potential Fed rate hikes coming towards the end of the year if the Iranian conflict continues longer. Last week, our interest rates topped out at 6.53% on a national 30-year average. Thankfully, today on Monday, with Trump saying he is delaying any strikes on Iranian power plants for at least 5 days with hopes to create a ceasefire and some potential peace, we saw our mortgage rates come down slightly to 6.49%. So while right now the numbers are saying that we're in the hottest real estate market we've seen in a long time, with fewer homes to choose from and more buyers buying right now, every day that the Iranian war conflict continues is a little bit more weight on the wrong side of the scale and could potentially affect housing affordability as mortgage rates climb. This week's deal of the week is 25282 Via Pierda Blanca in Laguna Niguel. It's a single level, no HOA property with rolling mountain hill views, listed for $2.25 million. It's absolutely beautiful. I love how open this floor plan is. If it's something that you want to take a look at this weekend or even sooner, give me a call. I'd love to get that set up for you. That's this week's Beach Cities real estate market update. Inventory is falling, demand is rising, and the wild card is the mortgage rates. That has a lot to do with what's happening in Iran. If you want to understand how this current market affects your home value or how to navigate to make sure that you win in real estate in 2026, reach out to me. I look forward to seeing you next week.